Welcome to the Oregon Fly Fishing Blog. I'm Jay Nicholas. We're going to do another in our series of saltwater fly tying and fly fishing videos. Hey, welcome back. We're about to tie a saltwater fly called a crease fly. This is about what it's going to look like if I'm lucky. These are really fun. Think about a gummy minnow. These puppies catch fish. I've caught rockfish on them tons and silvers. Casting in the open ocean. Here we go. First thing I'm going to do is this is a 2/0. It's a Mustad 3407 saltwater hook. I'm going to put a little bit of a body and tail on. Let's make it about that long. These are flies that are commonly used East Coast, Florida, Louisiana, predatory fish, near shore, offshore. Use them in Australia, New Zealand, all over the world. I don't know why people aren't fishing them more around here. Maybe because clousers are so effective that they think they don't need to. But gosh, it's fun to fish something different once in a while. This is an unweighted fly. You can fish it at moderate speed. I'd say if you really try to, if you try to troll this at 6 miles an hour, you could get some spinning. You got to watch for that. But if you're casting and stripping in that speed range, this fly swims true. It's tied on a big hook. I got Chartreuse Bucktail, I got Fluorescent Blue Bucktail, and then I have Smolt Blue Krystal Flash. And this is all just tied on the top of the hook with fine mono thread. Let's make this about that long. There we go. I have a strand of Steve Farrar something or other in there. So I'm done with the tying part, but the fly isn't finished yet. So what I need to do now is put on some eyes. I'm actually going to put, one could put the eyes on over, but I'm going to put, I'm tying this fly with adhesive crystal skin, and it's a thick crystal skin in the Pearlescent. So you're going to be able to see right through it, see these little eyeballs. So I want to get those, I just want a tiny dab of tack free to make sure those eyes stay right where I want them. Tiny top, tiny dab top, tiny dab bottom. I don't know how I live. Well, with freshwater flies, with trout flies, I didn't need cure goo, and it wasn't around. Now, how are we going to do this thing? Well, we got our crystal skin here. It's adhesive back. We have a crease fly cutter. So one presses the crease fly cutter to the crystal skin and presses it against this pad, and you push hard and it cuts it out. And in the interest of time savings, here it is, right there. Now, here's an interesting thing. The cutters come in different sizes, and I'm using a 2/0 hook here. This is actually the size, the cutter size, it's advertised for a 3/0 hook. But I just I find that the 3/0 size is the form is larger than I like, so that's that. So here's the tricky part. The tricky part, once you press this crystal skin together, it's not easy to get it apart. So I turn my hook over and I try to line it up, and I'm looking at the bottom edges and I'm trying to get them lined up about where I want them, and I'm seeing if I can adjust it a little, and I'm able to adjust it a little bit, and I'm pulling down on this bucktail back here, and I'm going to press it together, and my gosh, I think that came out really well. Now, the first 10 times I tried this, it was not as pretty a sight. So all I'm saying is that please don't be disappointed if it doesn't come out quite the way you'd like to. Now, I like to put some tack-free flex. I like to inject that but of course I'm squeezing the bottle horizontally anyway. So I get some in there, and I'm actually going to take this hook out of the vise so nothing runs down and drips. So what you're getting here is the real deal on these videos. Let's let that I'm just going to pause and let that level. I'm going to put a little bit back here at the tail. Formulation to make sure it penetrates. And I'm pausing a little bit. Now I can see it settling in there. So now I can cure it. This makes a wonderful bait fish. With it's thin like this, it's wide, and when you do strip it, it will turn sideways and it will flash, and it is wonderful. Now I'm going to do something even cooler. I'm going to use one of these Copic marker pens. Now you can see we've already got a blue lateral line, but I'm going to darken the top of this with this marker. To make it even more a more pronounced dorsal surface. And with the pearlescent, the transparent pearlescence and this enhanced blue back, fish out in the ocean really, really, really like this fly. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of hydro cure goo on that. And that enhances the depth of the collar. So here you go, folks. Crease fly, transplanted from the East Coast to the West Coast. Fish it with confidence because it works. Thanks.